we're very excited about these numbers that we just received. We have, in terms of inferred resources, 214 million tons at 6% phosphate, and indicated resources current 41 million tons at 6.5%.
Welcome back inside our Proactive newsroom, and joining me now is John Passalacqua. He is the CEO from First Phosphate Corp. And John, welcome back. Good to see you again.
Yeah, thank you, Steve. Good to see you.
Yeah, and also joining us is your chief geologist, Gilles Laverdiere. And Gilles, great to have you along as well.
Thank you, Steve. Nice to see you again.
Yeah, nice to see you as well. Gilles, we'll get to you in just a second, but John, thought I'd start with you. Big news out today from the company. You've had your initial mineral resource estimate for Bégin-Lamarche. I know this has taken a lot of time to get to this particular point. We'll talk to Gilles about the numbers, but I just want to remind everyone a little bit about the project as well, and really where it's located and why that's so strategic as far as this project is concerned.
So the Bégin-Lamarche property is in the Saguenay-Lac-Saint-Jean region of Quebec, which is just about 250 kilometers north of Quebec City. It's actually 40 kilometers north of Alma, which is another really big population base in Quebec, and it's also the home of Rio Tinto, where Rio Tinto has got 5 aluminum smelters in the area and also 6 hydroelectric dams. So we're sitting right there in an area of very skilled, qualified industrial workforce. And the property just benefits from all of that. It benefits also from great infrastructure. We're 70 kilometers from the port of Saguenay. We're about 50 kilometers from the intermodal, train to rail station at Iberville Station. And so, yes, this is a spectacular, announcement today because we have the phosphate, but the phosphate, is really close to infrastructure where you can really get good economies on this. And we'll be seeing more of that, obviously, as the PEA comes out after this mineral resource estimate.
Absolutely. Gilles, obviously you've been working on the mineral resource estimate. I'll let you share the numbers with everyone. This one, the number is very strong, Gilles.
Yes, they are. In fact, we're very excited about these numbers that we just received. We have, in terms of inferred resources, 214 million tons at 6% phosphate, and indicated resources current 41 million tons at 6.5%. That's and including the mountain zone, which is probably one of the highest grade in the area, where we have indicated resources 9.3 million tons at 8.2%, and inferred resource at 6.8 million tons at 8.6%. So at very, very high grade in this area. And also the preliminary metallurgical test, we have a recovery of 40%, concentrate, the phosphate, with a recovery of 91%. So these numbers are excellent.
Yeah, it puts this project at one of the biggest around, correct?
It's certainly one of the biggest close to the infrastructures, the Saguenay-Lac-Saint-Jean area. So we're very pleased with the deposit.
Yeah, there's also opportunity for iron in there, titanium as well, and with the opportunity to grow as well. Is that right, Gilles?
Yeah, that's right. The metallurgical test, we were able to produce a magnetite concentrate, which is iron, and also an ilmenite concentrate, which is titanium. So yes, and we only drilled down to about an average of 200 meters, and the deposit is wide open at depth.
Yeah. John, you mentioned the preliminary economic assessment, which is really the next stage in all of this. And just when you get this out, the work continues to need to be done. So talk to us about sort of the steps that you're going to be taking next, and also about the excitement of hearing those numbers as well.
Yeah, I think you're right. Every end is a new beginning, and that's what keeps us motivated here at First Phosphate. We're moving quickly. We're moving like a tech company does. One thing I wanted to point it out when you were just speaking with Gilles about phosphate, titanium, and iron. There's 3 recoveries in the deposit. These are 3 critical minerals listed on the Quebec and the Canadian critical minerals list. So we're 3 for 3 there, which is great. In terms of the next steps, yes, it's to qualify the mineral resource estimate further. And to bring that into PEA, see what the economics look around this. As you know, last year we did our PEA at Lac Colonial, which was about 140 kilometers from the port of Saguenay, and it had not that much lower, but somewhat lower, and it had certainly was a lot lower, smaller deposit size. So we're really excited to see what this is going to look like here at 70 kilometers from the port, 40 kilometers from the city of Alma, 50 kilometers from the intermodal station. We're really interested to see what the economics will look like on this, especially, you know, that now that we have a larger, higher grade deposit, you know, sitting right at the base of infrastructure. So very exciting to see what this PA will give us, and that should be ready, as we've been telegraphing to the market, sometime in November, December of this year, by the end of the year for sure.
All right, it's going to be an exciting time for sure. And then this report, no doubt, is really the next stage in development for sure. John, thank you so much. Good to see you again.
Yes, thank you, Steve. And I just wanted to also add that, you know, this deposit is now sitting at, you know, about 60 to 70 kilometers from what is, you know, First Saguenay, which is our downstream processing facilities that will be, you know, developed in the future, which we announced last week. So very exciting on that level too, is that, you know, the mine eventually will be very close to the downstream processing to make the iron phosphate and the lithium iron phosphate material, which will give you know, great backwards integration to the whole operation, both
Yeah,
mining
good
and
point.
high technology.
Absolutely. Good point for sure. Gilles, thank you so much. Good to see you.
My pleasure, Steve. See you.
All right,
see
there you
soon.
have it. Yeah, see you soon as well. Gilles Laverdiere, the chief geologist, and as always, John Pasalak with the CEO of First Phosphate Corp.